A big move by US President Donald Trump. Starting August 1st, America will impose 25% of tariff on Indian goods. He also warned of a penalty for India's trade with Russia, especially for buying energy and weapons. President Donald Trump called India a friend, but said tariffs are too high. He also criticized India's deal with Russia during the Ukraine war. India has not responded yet. Talks on trade deal have been going on for months. A massive earthquake of 8.8 magnitude hit Russia's far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula early Wednesday. It triggered a tsunami up to 4 meters high, damaged buildings and led to evacuation alerts in Russia, Japan and the US. Kamchatka's governor called it is the strongest quake in decades. A kindergarten was damaged and tsunami waves also hit the Kuril Islands. More waves of 3 to 4 meters were reordered in coastal areas of Kamchatka. A historic space moment for India and the US. On July 30, both countries have launched their first joint satellite using India's GSLV rocket. The NASA ISRO Nizar satellite was placed perfectly into the orbit about 745 kilometers above Earth. The satellite will help observe and study Earth's surface closely. ISRO confirmed the mission was a big success after the smooth 19-minute flight. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said in Parliament that the US had no role in ending tensions between India and Pakistan. His comment came a day after Trump repeated his claim of helping to stop the conflict. Jaishankar firmly stated there was no phone call between PM Modi and President Donald Trump during that time. The statement was made in Rajya Sabha amid opposition criticism. On day 8 of Parliament's monsoon session, the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindhu remain the focus. External Affairs Minister Jaishankar led the government's detailed reply in the debate. Meanwhile, the opposition continued its protest for a seventh day, slamming the Election Commission's voter roll changes in Bihar and demanding they are rolled back. The tension inside and outside Parliament stayed high. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar told Rajya Sabha that no third party, including the US, helped to stop India-Pakistan conflict during Operation Sindhu. He denied President Donald Trump's claim linking it to the trade. Jaishankar hit out at Congress for weak responses to past terror attacks. He said under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India answers terrorism firmly, rejects talks with terror and won't bow to nuclear threats. A big change in Australia. From December 10th, kids under 16 years won't be allowed to have YouTube accounts. The government has added YouTube to its list of age-restricted platforms, along with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and others. This comes after new data showed YouTube caused harm to many children online. Minister Anika Wells said the rules protect kids and won't change even if there are legal threats. Families of Israeli hostages in Gaza have criticized the UK's plan to recognize a Palestinian state, calling it a move that validates terrorism. UK Prime Minister Starmer said recognition may happen in September if Israel agrees to a ceasefire and peace talks. Meanwhile, over 100 people were killed in Gaza in 24 hours and 7 died in hunger. The United Nations says 508 trucks are needed daily. Only 115 were allowed it on Tuesday. A music legend Ozzy Osbourne, known as the Prince of the Darkness, passed away on July 22 at the age of 76. The Black Sabbath star had battled Parkinson's disease since 2019. Hundreds of fans gathered for his funeral. His wife with Sharon and children Amy, Jack and Kelly were there to say a final goodbye. Ozzy left behind a powerful legacy in rock music.